Just because one literature fanatic released 60 birds, the United States now loses $800 million every year. In Earth Online, never use cross-server transfer carelessly. Humans always think they are the game masters of the server. They believe they can bring in any species they want. The result is a group of overpowered invaders that even the military cannot defeat. Welcome to the first episode of the Earth Online Invasive Species Guide. Today, we look at the ecological gangsters created entirely by human stupidity. In 1890, a fanatical literature lover wanted to turn Earth Online into a Shakespeare simulator. To collect every bird mentioned in Shakespeare's works, he released 60 European starlings into New York's Central Park. For North America, this was a dimensional-level attack. These birds invested all their skill points in reproduction and territory control. Their population has now exploded to around 200 million. In the sky, they create a visual phenomenon called a murmuration. It looks like a beautiful computer screensaver. In reality, it is an aviation nightmare capable of bringing down aircraft. Worse still, starlings are highly aggressive cavity-nesting birds. They forced native bluebirds and woodpeckers out of homes they had occupied for thousands of years. Let us calculate the damage. These birds consume around $800 million worth of American crops every year. Wherever they go, almost nothing remains. This is a disaster with no end in sight. The Florida Everglades once belonged to Native American alligators. Then a hurricane brought in a max-level devouring beast. In 1992, Hurricane Andrew destroyed a pet snake breeding facility. Burmese pythons escaped completely. These snakes were already huge in their original habitat. After changing servers, they began growing to more than 5 meters long and weighing over 70 kilograms. They are top-level ambush assassins. In Florida, they have almost no natural predators. White-tailed deer, large water birds, and even the once-dominant alligators can become their prey. Now consider these hopeless numbers. Since Burmese pythons took control of the server, raccoon populations in parts of the Everglades have fallen by more than 99%. Opossums have fallen by around 98%. It is almost as if the mammals' health bars were deleted entirely. Between 100,000 and 300,000 giant pythons may now be hiding in the wetlands. The number caught by humans is not even equal to a fraction of the number being born. In Earth Online, the more colorful something looks, the more dangerous it often is. Lionfish wear red and white striped armor. Their fins spread around them like a crown. They may be among the most beautiful assassins in the ocean. In 1985, someone released aquarium lionfish into the waters of Florida. In their native Indo-Pacific habitat, predators kept their population under control. In the Atlantic, they entered a no-cool-down slaughter mode. They are greedy ambush predators. They swallow almost every small reef fish that passes nearby. When a lionfish enters a new coral reef, it can reduce the local population of juvenile fish by 79% in only 5 weeks. Its egg-laying ability also has almost no cooldown. A female can release around 30,000 eggs every 4 days. The coral reefs of the Atlantic are being systematically dismantled, beautiful on the outside, fatal underneath. Who would have thought that Americans could be attacked by flying fish while boating? During the 1970s, the United States imported silver carp and bighead carp to remove algae from fish farms. They were supposed to work as underwater cleaners. Then a flood allowed them to escape into the Mississippi River system. As filter feeders, they consume huge quantities of plankton from the bottom of the food chain. In parts of the Illinois River, Asian carp make up around 97% of the total weight of all fish. They no longer merely live in the river. They practically are the river. The most absurd species is the silver carp. It has developed its own anti-air defense system. When it hears a boat engine, it panics and jumps from the water. Some can leap more than 3 meters into the air. A fish weighing several dozen kilograms can smash directly into a passenger and break their nose. The American government has spent more than $100 million building electrical barriers near the Great Lakes. The goal is to stop these missile fish from destroying a fishing industry worth around $7 billion. Even the U.S. military has struggled against another invasion. There are now around 6 to 9 million feral hogs roaming the American server. They are descendants of escaped domestic pigs and wild boars released for hunting. Together, they created a new class of super soldier. Their powerful snouts work like bulldozers. They turn healthy wetlands into cratered surfaces resembling the moon. They are not selective eaters. Turtle eggs, young deer, and almost anything else they find goes into their mouths. Their most terrifying ability is their respawn rate. A A female can produce 2 litters every year. Each litter contains 4 to 8 piglets. Even machine guns cannot eliminate them faster than they reproduce. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, feral hogs cause around $2.5 billion in damage every year. They are adaptable, intelligent, and extremely difficult to remove. They are like a system virus spreading across the continent. Everywhere you look, the ground is full of damage. You may think these physical damage warriors are already unbeatable. In the next episode, you will see what real magical damage looks like. A poisonous invader capable of pushing Australian crocodiles toward extinction. And a bizarre insect that forced Americans across the country to go outside and start stomping on it. Follow for the next part.